warming up. Bumblebee, bumblebee, bumblebee.
Loose lips sink ships.
Red leather, yellow leather. Lanolin, lanolin, like a sheep's wool.
And a hush comes over Viking Arena.
Oh my gosh, the mismatched socks, the ragtag jerseys.
It's all the rage.
Can't believe those guys couldn't even get sub jerseys. Not a good way to treat their subs that are essentially keeping their playoff hopes alive.
Somebody else's playoff hopes.
Alrighty, well let's hope the test mic, 1 2 1 2. All right, live from Viking Ice Arena in Hazel Park. I'm Tim Turtle D'Onofrio with my co-host Paul Biliti. Ben, how you doing?
Doing good. So we're getting off to a late start tonight. We had some really crappy hockey on before us. But welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Game 2 of the Best of 3 series. Really no pregame coming up to this. Whalers lead 1-0 in the series, and the puck is dropped. We're off for Game 2.
Lovely, lovely, lovely. Let's get those cameras pointed up a little bit. Let's take some pride in our work. All right, so we didn't get much of an intro, but this game is already starting off pretty quick, much quicker than the game that just ended. John Florino down in the corner. Rubel at the point calling for it. 2 cameramen. Phil! And just like the first game, Trent put Johnny Flo on the board. Piercy up to Sugar. Sugar missed it. Coach B on the point. Gets it over to J Flo.
Another one here.
Oh, little Trent chips it in deep. Rubel back to get it.
Both, like a heavyweight boxing match, both teams feeling out each other in the first minute of play here.
Yes, absolutely. Rubel up to J Flo, stays in the zone. J Flo with the shot, right in the belly. He's bruising that belly ball.
Nice second effort, banging away. Is that Rubel down low, banging away, trying to get that rebound.
Puck's on net, puck's deep, boys.
Thank you, Mr.
Deep rolling all too loud.
Mr. Spicy. Little recap. Last week, Whalers absolutely annihilated the North Stars 6-0. Shell-shocked these guys. So, head goon of the North Stars, Troy Otto, decided to revamp his lineup, pull a bunch of guys up from the minors. We got a big sub game, and we'll talk about it during this match.
Free puck going down to Sugar. Sugar wrapped around by Neville, who's in subbing for Leroy today. Guma battle in the cords. Dave P throws a rocket up to Goose. Goose puts on the burn and is tracking it down. Played by Kayla. Kayla up to Math. Held in by Simmer. Broken out by MVP. MVP brings it on the outside. Smart move to put MVP with Sugar Sean Hardy. Yeah, we got a stoppage of play.
Chad did a great job streaking down that left side, throwing that puck on net. He had 2 other wingers crashing that net. That's a good play. That's playoff hockey right there. No puck is a bad puck on net, and it really accounted for a couple good chances for the North Stars early.
Yeah, absolutely. Look at this second line, moving Trent off of Sugar's line.
So yeah,
you've got 2 balanced lines that are just ready to roll.
So a little different game plan than last week. They've now separated Sugar and Trent, trying to even out and distribute that type of scoring through 2 lines.
Simmer at half ice, turns it over to Rattler. Rattler coming in past Neville.
Bringing some speed.
Trent. Oh.
Nice play. Good read by Kayla in the net. I'm sorry, Johnny G.
Here we go again.
Johnny G.
These 4 goalies just get no love from me.
I apologize. We do have the North Stars brought back Kayla for this game. Despite protests from Paul Proctor, Kayla's back in the net for the North Stars. And Johnny G played a great game last week, but was really left out on an island. I say the other guy who was left out on the island last week was Math.
Oh, yeah.
He was just brutalized and victimized like, well, probably leave that off the channel right now.
But you need team defense to go against Rick. You can't just go one-on-one. Puck drop in the offensive zone for the North Stars. Rubel picks it up behind the net, chips it up to Rick, who's been somewhat quiet in the first few minutes of the game. Up to J-Flo. J-Flo at center ice.
That combination of Rick and J-Flo is just pretty much unstoppable. You know, we asked the Whalers before the game, you know, what can you do for those guys, and they're just unstoppable.
Yeah, and they found that chemistry real early on, so they've been playing that lineup all season, and they've got it figured out. Piercy backing up in the red helmet. Over to Brawny. Brawny's going to fire it in. Let's get that dump and chase game. They missed the chase part, so we're just going to start with the dump and see where it goes from there. Wraps around to Coach B. In the corner with Trent, one guy you do not want to be in the corner with, followed up by his companion Guma, who gets
little muscle play by Coach B, putting Guma into the glass.
Yeah, and Guma gave a little back to the back of the legs.
So with a little break in the action, let's talk about some of the keys to this game.
Yes.
First of all, the sub gate, or the big subs for the North Stars. Out for the lineup for the North Stars is Matt Lapudre, Rakowski, and Troy. In is Rattler, Chad, and Sukas. What do you see? Advantage, disadvantage?
Well, I remember in my series when Ty, Troy's brother, decided...
Oh, breakaway for Goose.
Goose puts on the burners.
Math can catch him.
Gosh, he looks good. And look...
Oh, wow!
Both hands.
Dirty, filthy hands. He had Kayla stretched out like a Reddit mule, and he slid it 5-hole using his long reach and his deft skills and silky mitts. He almost I think he might have actually pulled his pants down about halfway through the blue line and showed him that big giant thing, and Kayla was just mesmerized.
Unbelievable. The double wrister works every time. Nice job, Goose.
And Goose said, I'm going to put it 5-hole just that's my specialty. I don't care if it's a goalie or a downriver girl, I'm going 5-hole.
And we're back in action. Dave P. in the corner. And look at Goose. You're never going to see him in the defensive zone. Now he's going to break out the whole time.
No, he's the new Paul Proctor of the league.
Oh, yeah. Good turnover to Suokas, who's the other sub that you mentioned.
Nice blocker shot, or blocker save, kicked away by Johnny G.
And look at Dave P. battling with Simmer. I mean, this second line on paper doesn't look great, but they work so well together.
They got the chemistry. Simonelli's had a fantastic year. Dave P., we can't say enough about that guy. We will get a little bit more in on the Dave P. curse later in the game.
Unbelievable. Sukas quarterbacking behind the net, gets it out to the MVP. And again, Sikorsky just
laying the body.
Zone.
Laying the body on him. It's good, hard playoff hockey right there. Good job by Guma getting the puck out.
He missed Sugar on a breakout, and Sugar is not going to be happy about that. I've seen that look before.
Coach B with a good shot from the point. Ooh, had some traffic out in front. Hal had some beautiful traffic out front.
Coach B said he was done with that, so he left the zone. Not sure if I think Rick liked that strategy, but we got Math behind the net. Calling for the flying V. Johnny G in.
Tough pass up the middle.
Ooh.
Got away with it, though.
Rattler comes in one-on-one. And again, Rubel is just the toughest one-on-one defender in this league.
Turtle, much like last week, any sustained pressure that the North Stars had is just eaten up through the center, or through the, from the top of the circles to the blue line. The defense just surrounding those players taking the puck in.
Yeah, they've just got no in-zone pressure at all. Coach B floats it down, and Piercy goes for an icing.
All right, with another break in the action, let's talk about some few things we didn't get to in pregame. 7:45 to go in period number 1. 1-0 North. 1-0 Whalers. Keys to the game that I had noted. The North Stars must put last week behind them and get their offense going. How do they get that offense going? Because they split up Sugar and Trent.
Yeah, I mean, that's it. It's got to come from their top guys. I mean, you can't, in this type of a game, you can't rely on subs or anything else. It's got to come from Sugar and Trent. Trent's leading in the points for playoffs, and Sugar, I believe, was leading for the regular season. So they can't rely on anybody else other than those two at this moment to get them going.
Nice play by
Ronnie keeps it in.
Ronnie keeping that puck
down
in.
to Rattler. Trent circling, and Rattler gets a little shove from behind. Coach B, he'll smile at you, but he's dirty.
He's playing with an edge right now. Here's Rick streaking down. Good quick shot, kicked away. by Kayla.
Rubel holds in on the corner, down to Rick. Beautiful
Smart
pass
play
by
not to
Chris.
throw that on net right there because I think it gets blocked by Rick and he's gone the other way. Or by Trent.
Absolutely. And
Speaking of that, here he comes.
Trent and Sugar back on the ice. I'm assuming that means one of them's taking a long shift. Break out to Guma.
That was
on the
Trent
left
coming
wing.
off.
And get some, it looks like
Dave P. and Sugar
Dave Sugar
tangled up a little bit. Why don't you talk a little bit about the demeanor that Sugar had coming out of the locker room for game 2?
Oh man, for someone who just came off a 0-6 loss, he looked ready to go. He had that confident swagger, and you can tell once he pops one, he's going to get going. So they got to hold him down to keep this.
You made a comment that he recognized you recognize a personality in him. You called him a certain name when he came out of that locker room.
Oh yeah, he's M&L's version of Nate McKinnon. I mean, he skates hard. He's got a competitive edge. He's got a chip, and he's a guy you don't want to play against, and a guy you want on your team.
And a top scorer in the league.
Absolutely. All right. Sugar wraps it around to Suwokas, who's really been quarterbacking a lot of the play. Nice fit as a sub. Dumps it in deep, chased around by Sikorsky in the corner. With Sugar to MVP. MVP takes a wicked slap shot. Oh, someone's going to the hospital after that.
Nice tip. Nice tip in the high slot there. Was that Dave P. or Guma?
Look at Guma. Okay.
Sugar's working hard down in the corner.
I think that's a goal here.
Guma banging it up in front. Maff at the point, dumps it back down to Chad, who tips it down to Guma.
He tucked it.
Working it over. Sugar's got a little space at the half wall. Takes his time. Passes it to Suwokas, who should definitely pass it to the wide open left point, but he decides to throw it into traffic.
Whalers got Neville in subbing this week. We'll have to check the program and see who he's in for.
Leroy.
Ah, there we are, Leroy. Simonelli by himself.
Skate the stick. This poor guy, he better enjoy his status because he is definitely jumping up draft boards.
Yeah, he's easily a 4th rounder next year.
Yeah, what a dummy.
That only drops me and you, so we're fine.
I love it.
That's fine. Look at the hustle. Look at the hustle on this guy. Former goalie Dylan Lucy Goosey Lesnar.
Hughes' brother turns it over to Rick. Rick dumps it in deep.
Some controversy over the week that Goose was kind of hitting on Dave P's mom. So
Unfortunately, I believe that would be the opposite.
oh,
It
Dave P was hitting on
P's
Goose's
aunt
mom.
Was hitting on.
Wow.
Wait, who was it?
I'm really
Dave P's aunt was hitting on Goose.
don't. Oh, wow. I mean, can you blame him? If he pulled his pants down on the first goal, you saw that thing from the parking lot.
Yeah. So he obviously has some good hands.
Some good hands.
Over in the corner, we don't have the greatest view, but it looks like Rick and J-Flo are coming out. And yep, sure enough, J-Flo comes out of the corner, circling as he does.
Rubel driving.
Rubel.
Wow, what a blast.
Wow.
Absolute rocket kicked away by Kayla.
Did we get a radar on that?
It was
87?
8 is this.
Holy smokes, 87 mile an hour slap shot from Rubel.
The GPS showed 87 miles an hour.
Up to the Hughes brothers. Trent should have got that with his reach, but
Just a little behind him.
just a bit behind him. Now I will say, speaking of subs, I see that Rattler's out there. Who is he in for?
Rattler would be in for Rakowski, I believe.
LaPoudre.
LaPoudre.
LaPoudre was in a third rounder, so no slight taken by the broadcast team that neither of us got a call. I'm really hoping that Rattler plays well, because otherwise he's going to get crucified on this broadcast.
As a fellow third rounders, yes he would. Look at Slick Rick.
Oh, just a bit outside.
He pulled the peso, sliding to the middle and throwing it back the other way. Kayla without his stick.
But he didn't do the toe drag. Peso's got to teach him that.
Yep. Maybe Rick could learn some stuff during the summer conditioning camp.
Oh, Hal's left all alone. Slows down on
No,
purpose.
streaking down the line.
Oh!
What a rip by Hal. Kicked away. Dangerous shot.
Sugar looking up. Does not want to pass. Tic-tac-toe. Oh, my goodness. I think the microphone troubles at the beginning of the game really have MVP rattled. He can't catch a pass today.
You know what? He was pulling double duty. Yes, I said duty. He actually had to work on the mic, do a little what do you call those guys who do that?
Troubleshooting,
Yeah,
tech
there
work.
you go. Yeah, some tech work. All right, we got an icy coming up. Let's get some back down to. We've got a minute and 35 seconds to go in period number 1. 1-0 Whalers. So let's get back to those keys of the game, even though we're almost a period in. I made a point that the Whalers need to dance with who brought them.
Yeah.
You gotta rely on J-Flo. You gotta rely on Slick Rick
Johnny G.
and Johnny G. Those are the guys who brought you to the dance. They've been ahead the whole entire season, really with not much pressure on them. So.
Yeah, the North Stars have to come up with something, but they also can't let their secondary scoring, Goose starting it off.
Yep.
I mean, they don't have an answer. They got to cover the whole team. They can't just put 3 guys on Rick and think that's going to solve all their problems.
Exactly. Now, this Whalers squad is definitely a complete team. 45 seconds to go in period number 1. Good outlet pass by Neville. Turn back the other way.
Gumoff, Aaron pass over to Sugar. Sugar with a shot in on Johnny G, fouled up by the MVP. Johnny G swallows it up.
Nice job by Johnny G, not allowing a second chance and no rebound. So, last one, Turtle. Keys to the game is, will we see the most cherished trophy in beer league history, the Stanley Cup, make its way around Viking Arena tonight?
Well, I feel like it's kind of cheating that it's 1-0 going into the second period, so I already have an answer. I would say, unfortunately, I feel like it might not be as bad of a blowout as last week. We might have a better game, better showing, but unfortunately, I think that keg's coming out. We're going to have 2 drop-ins next week.
One last quick shot, just whistled wide by Trent. That's going to blow the horn for period number 1 with a 1-0 lead for the Whalers. They're 2 periods away from carrying around the Stanley Keg. Both teams have won kegs before in their franchise's history, but the Whalers are looking to hoist the mug for the second time in 3 years. I mean, that's pretty great for an organization, especially in a draft-type league that we play in. But that's consistency from the GMs, right?
Yeah, I mean, in the past, the Seals were always the ones who would find that sneaky second, third, fourth round that nobody really knew. It was a buddy of theirs from back home that they could steal it later in the draft. But the Whalers are just, everybody knew what Slick Rick was. Everybody knew who all these players were. And they found the right pieces and they put them together and they've been working out great.
So, Turtle, we were lucky enough to have a pregame interview with GM Dr. Sikorsky before the game. We asked him a couple hard-hitting questions. The one I wanted to comment on was we asked him about being 1 victory away from a keg and how was the atmosphere in his locker room, and what did he tell us?
Oh my! He said, "Lucy as a goosey."
Imagine that.
Puck drop for the second period. Sides have flipped. Piercy breaks it up and broken up by J-Flo. And Ronnie mixes it up. Smart play back to Trent. Now, I don't know if they mixed this up or if Trent is back on D. No, it looks like he was just covering. All right. Back to Bronny again. My guess is he's going to dump it in. Turns it over to Rubel. Not the guy you want to turn it over
Nope,
to.
2-on-2 the other way.
Streaking in up the left side, but Trent's long ass is not going to let that come in.
Piercy, nice play out front, tying up Slick Rick's stick, not allowing him to redirect it on net.
Yeah, when Proctor's not on the ice, he's got to stop somebody.
What do we got?
Like
Hand pass.
Hand pass. That's a weird sign for hand pass. It looks like throwing poop.
Yeah, he was flinging poop. So I did have a chance to talk to both referees before the game. I forget which guy's who, but I asked him. I said, "This will probably be
Curly and Mo, I believe.
This will probably be the biggest game he's going to ref all year." And he actually said he couldn't feel his legs because he was so nervous.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of pressure. We've got definitely record attendance in the stands.
There's at least
half of them are Podolans, so welcome to the Podolans.
There's at least 11 people in the stands watching, and probably like 111 online.
Yeah, I mean, we've got a pretty big audience, and honestly, I feel bad for these refs because you make one bad call and the entire internet's going to hate you.
Yeah, they're going to hear it.
Well, Rainforest will probably be
Rubel keeps it in on the corner. Soft dump down, picked up by none other than J-Flo, over to Rick and tipped away again by Piercy.
Another great play by Piercy in the slot.
Was that one of the games in Houston? Yeah.
Two-man game with Rick and J-Flo. J-Flo just circling and finally gets it up to Rubel. Nice little wrist shot.
That's a deadly trio. That's a deadly trio. They've been doing it all year. Usually you have J-Flo circling around the exterior down in the offensive zone, and he looks backdoor to a Hal, looks backdoor to a Slick Rick. This time he elected to go back to the point as everybody crashed the net. Good quick shot on net. No rebound though this time.
Yeah, I heard that Slick Rick's a big fan of Phil Jackson, so he implemented a triangle offense.
I like it.
So that's how they're going to get some championships.
It's right up there with the desert.
Oh,
One.
Sugar McKinnon comes in, passes.
Oh, Chad! Chad, he's got to bury that.
Oh, gets it back. Second chances. Oh, puts it right in his belly. I can tell you from firsthand experience that Chad will be moping on the bench uncontrollably, and Sugar, that's going to light a fire.
Absolute textbook 2-on-1. Sugar Sean. Normally you want him to shoot that puck, but Chad was so wide open. As a former MVP, he's got to put that in the back of the net.
Yeah, the biscuit's got to go in the basket, but I'll tell you what, Chad's going to bounce back. He's a flat-out MVP for a reason.
If one guy in our whole league has confidence in his game, it's definitely Chad Biliti.
Oh, yeah, it's obnoxious.
He's the most, most confidence.
Borderline arrogant. Suki, see if he can turn it over again. He doesn't. Gets the Sugar, and Sugar has the confidence to give it back to Chad, and that goes a long way.
Offsides on the play. North Star's just too fast going inside.
So 11:45 to go. Period number 2.
1-0 still, Whalers.
Let's give a little shout out to our tech crew. Had a bumpy start because half of his crew came down with COVID and didn't show up. Penny, you're doing a great job.
Fantastic job. While we're at it, I'd like to give one more shout out to Katie Young. She's a line mate of North Star Power Forward Trent Young. I'd just like to say thanks for watching, and we're thinking of you. And hopefully Trent extends his season one more week.
I'm sure she'd be thrilled. Oh, shot in from Suki. Suki's really doing a bang-up job on the point for these guys.
Yeah, Suki's playing a solid game so far. You know, last week at this time I think it was 4-0 already, so a lot better game this week.
Yeah, I think they felt bad for us that we had to kind of make up stuff to talk about for a period and a half, so nice of those guys to stick it out. Or maybe the Whalers are just toying with them.
I don't believe anything was made up last week. That's going to go down for another ice in there, Turtle.
You got to schedule it, and then you got to.
All right, so again, let's get back to our pregame interview that we had with Sikorsky. The biggest hard-hitting question that we had for him was, we heard a rumor earlier in the week that Goose was lining up at least a dozen downriver girls, and they're on standby to help the Whalers celebrate a possible keg victory tonight. We asked him about that, and he said
his answer was not that if there are any girls, but he said the number seems a little bit light. So we're probably looking at a double baker's dozen there, Bob.
Nice.
There's a commitment.
And yeah, they have the bail money.
There's going to be a run on pregnancy tests tomorrow morning in the Allen Park area. Look at Trent laying a body down.
Here we go. Getting a little rough. Down in the corner. Smart play by Trent, trying to take the best player of the other team.
Yeah, but Trent's going by himself on this one. Trent absolutely put him in the third row. A little frustration's coming out for Trent. Haven't been able to do anything offensively, so he decided to stick. Wow, they're taking both. We're going 4-2. 4-2. Yeah, 4-2. So we got a 2-minute power play. I think that's how we're doing it. 2-minute power play.
Let them rope you in.
Let's take a minute for our tech crew to figure out the power plays. Got a lot of.
Yeah. Hey.
Yeah.
So it should be a 5-on-4.
5-on-4. So, making some last-minute adjustments here. 5-on-4. They need someone in the box.
I'm trying.
Oh, okay. I'll put 4 and 2 on. All right, so we've decided there'll be 4 minutes on the board for Trent. There'll be 2 minutes.
I'm not getting it.
So we have a
assessed to Slick Rick for retaliation.
commercial break brought to you by Spindrift.
Nice.
For all you beer league non-beer drinkers, ask your buddies to bring you some non-alcoholic beverages. And the ref says he's not waiting. We're just going to have to figure this out on the fly. And Penny to the rescue again. If you need microphone work or if you need scoreboard work, call Penny at 1-800-PENNY.com.
PennyDrops.com. That's good. We're playing 4-on-4 right now. That's going to be an icing. Little unconventional how we're doing this, but it's going to work out in the long run.
Yeah, the good thing is nobody really knows. Essentially, if you just yell at the refs and yell clock, things seem to work out. I really wish Troy was here. I bet he's screaming from his Boca Raton condo.
Yes, phase 2. Phase 2.
4-on-4 drop, chase down behind the net by Brawny, wraps it up to Sugar. More space for Sugar means more danger for the Whalers. Comes in, enters the zone. Goose just chopping at him. Pass it over to Rattler. Rattler totally screws it up.
Nice pass out front in the slot. Sugar found him streaking down, a little late man going through the slot, 4-on-4 still. Couldn't get a good shot on net.
Goose up to J-Flow. Let's see how this power play is going to act without their number one sniper out. J-Flow wins a battle up to the point. Goose back down to J-Flow. Up to the point. Rubel winds up. Wicked slap
That's
shot.
a really good shot on net. Had Goose out there causing a lot of commotion out front. I don't think that Kayla saw that one all the way through, but he was in the right position, cradled that for no rebound, no second chance.
Yeah, if Goose is standing in front of you, you're not seeing a damn thing.
No, he's got 3 sticks. Well, he's got 2 sticks. The one he's carrying, and then the other one he's packing.
Dave P lines up for the draw against Sugar, who I don't think has come off the ice in a while.
No, he's on one of those Proctor 7-minute shifts.
Loses the puck to Sikorsky. Sikorsky's been battling hard all game.
He's had a great season, leading by example for his club.
Uh-oh, looks like Suki's wearing down. He's giving one of those slap passes. Sugar down in the corner.
Again, though, he's 1-on-4 down in the corner. Where's he going to go? Find Sukas late. Just scooped up by Johnny G.
Is that Johnny G?
Yeah. We play musical goalies, and I apologize to all the goalies out there in M&L land. As a former goalie, I apologize. To all those little people, like
You know what they
Hedis.
say, all those goalies look alike.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Up to Suki at the point.
MVP with a great drawback, wins that faceoff.
Math. Nice little saucer pass over.
Oh!
Snuck through.
Beautiful play. He faked that shot and threw it over to an open wing, and Sukas just trickled by wide of the net.
Sukas up to turned over and back to Sukas again. Chips it up to Chad. Chad chips it by. Chasing in.
Hughes has got to go in there and help him.
And we are 5-on-4.
2-on-1 the other way. Dave P.
No way you pass the puck to Dave. Give it back to him.
Oh!
My goodness.
It's a fucking double pad stack save. Puck is still loose, but a great play 2-on-1 with Slick Rick and Dave.
Rick is really kicking himself in the ass. I don't think he realized who he was passing to.
So Slick Rick just had a second chance to try and send it to Dave P. And he said, I am not doing that again. I'm taking the shot.
Ethan, thank you.
Great shot on net. 2-on-1 right out of the box.
Yeah, that was great timing, great pass.
North Star shorthanded.
Simmer over to J-Flow, puts it in Kayla's belly. Kayla, great rebound control. What an awesome stack the pad save that was.
2-on-1. Slick Rick comes right out of the box after serving his 2 minutes. Catches Dave P. at full flight. Looks off the goalie. Throws it over to Dave P. Old school style. Kayla comes over, stacks the pads, and makes a miraculous save on Dave P.
That could be the momentum that the North Stars need to get back in this, and I definitely thought they were going to let that slide, but Rubel can't control it. Comes out of the zone for an offside.
Now, we're getting everybody's best effort tonight, Turtle, and even including those zebras out there.
Oh, yeah. These are my 2 favorite zebras. I'm glad we were able to bring them in for this game.
We limited their alcohol intake to only 4 beers pregame.
Wait, you guys count beers? Down to J-Flow in the corner. If I have to say that 20 more times this game, I'll win $100. Up to Rubel at the point. Nice slap shot.
Just absolutely feeding back there on the point. What a great play. Hal with a great chance out front.
Look at that.
J-Flow's just been dangerous in all facets of the arena tonight. Behind the net, in the corners, and even in his own zone. Just making great plays. And I'm telling you, if the plan was to just feed great shots from the point from Rubel, it's working.
Yeah, they drew it up for sure. Rick round, corner. Spin move to J-Flow. J-Flow patiently throws a backhand. And I don't know if that went down or not, but he definitely felt like it. He knew it went in.
Just parked out front. J-Flow sat there. Power play goal with 3 minutes to go in period number 2. Doubles the lead to 2-0.
We got Trent coming over. I think he's telling the ref that he made a tough call, but he understands and appreciates his effort. Nice job, Trent. Class act.
I really think those first 2 minutes, they should have been a 2-minute power play with somebody else in the box serving for Trent, rather than going 4 minutes then 2 minutes. But
we'll send it to the league to review.
yeah, the Ivory Tower will check that one out. Maybe the jailbreak rule will be in effect.
Yeah.
If we haven't heard about that, for Spring League, new rule for Spring League will incorporate if your team scores shorthanded, you automatically jailbreak your own player and get your player back.
Yeah, it's definitely a trend-setting league. I mean, I think the NHL is going to watch us and they're going to adopt it for sure.
Easily. I mean, normally they start that stuff in like the East Coast League, the American Hockey League, but I think the NHL will probably look at our league as the model.
Shout out to the PWHL. Oh, Dave P throws it out to Simmer, and Simmer doesn't get a chance. Bounce off shin guard, and a costly turnover by Neville. Dave P is flying.
Oh! Whistles one off the pipe. Trent using his long reach on the breakaway, whistled it off the pipe to remain 2-0.
I know it's not true, but I'm going to say that Dave P was the reason that didn't go in.
A really dogged type of back check on him.
And Suki with a beautiful shot right into the shin guards, and Trent comes back, and J-Flow says, I want no part of that. Oh, I saw what you did to my Robin, and I'm Batman. And here comes Sikorsky. Fires it at the bench.
Little animosity as he whistled one to the North Stars bench with no regard for human life.
No, and he's even over there right now smiling. That's a fake, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Listen, what kind of well-mannered doctor would absolutely try and take someone's eye out and whistle a puck in the bench?
Yeah, business must be slow. Looks like he's trying to get some patience.
I agree. So, 45 seconds left in period number 2. We have some really breaking news that we need to break and talk about. Maybe it's not breaking news, but it's a story that's been going on for 8 years that we need to talk about in between periods.
Okay, I'm excited. Do I know what it is?
You do, and I know it personally.
Oh, good.
We both know it personally, too.
Oh, that's not fun. 24 seconds. Piercy chips up the board.
Smart play by Piercy.
Chad Polinsky almost got his head taken off.
Slick Rick's not giving this puck up.
No chance.
No, he's going to eat it with 15 seconds to go.
He's going to try and go coast to coast and put this game away before the whistle, but Chad trying to make up for his mistakes. Oh, here he tips it.
Oh, boy, at the jumper at the buzzer does not make it past the goal line.
The North Stars are so happy that buzzer is ringing.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are 1 period away from possibly seeing the Stanley Keg in all its beautiful glory. But the most important story of the night, we need to talk about the Dave P. curse.
Oh my gosh.
The Whalers and that franchise is 1 period away from breaking one of the longest reigning curses in the league. We can speak personally about this because we are 1A, 1B, and Dave P. was 1C. Longest tenured player in Monday Night Lights without a keg. There's 3 of us. It's me, you, and Dave P. So
yeah, the 3 amigos are about to become the Dos Amigos.
So one of the things I wanted to talk to Sikorsky about was, in particular, the Dave P. curse. And I wanted to know what they had done as an organization to break that curse. And my suggestions were, did they say Beetlejuice 3 times? And then have they sacrificed a live chicken? And then lastly, did they summon the black magic of a witch?
Well, I think when you put the powers of Dave P. and Goose together, you go down river and you can at least get 2 of the 3 of those done.
So, in all sincerity, we're rooting for Dave P., but we're not rooting for Dave P. I'd love to one of the 3 of us to get a keg, but he's 15 minutes running time away.
Yeah, and I don't think anything's going to change for them. He's going to play confident regardless, but I'm sure that's got to be going through his mind. So the best thing that could happen for everybody right now is for the North Stars to put one goal in and make this a game.
So, Turtle, we're 5 periods into the Stanley Keg Finals, and the North Stars have not scored.
Honestly, there's no way you could have told me that would have happened.
I would have believed that.
No.
Not with Trent and Sugar, the number 1 scorer and the number 4 or 3 scorer in the league. They've been held pointless, ridiculous.
Yeah, definitely credit to obviously the whole team defense, but Johnny G for sure. J. Flo throws one just wide of the net, picked up by Brawny.
I'm sorry.
Brawny sees a streaking Sugar, looks him off, gives it to the MVP. They really are forcing the MVP. They want to get him involved in the offense. Down in the corner over to Guma.
What a great season Guma's had this year.
Oh yeah, he's definitely another dummy drive.
Another guy climbing up the draft boards. Guma was a 10th rounder. Dude, he's at least a 8th.
Yeah, he's
an 8th rounder.
High 7, low 8.
I mean, potentially a 5.
Q-Tip's gonna draft him at 5.
Yep.
Dave P. scaring Chad.
I see a lot of North Stars just standing still. Troy Otto would not be happy right now.
No, I think they're playing that Team D, waiting for one of these goals to pop. They need Sugar to go, but Dave P. is just all over them.
This would be the point in the series, in the game, where Troy would just need to fucking blow up a stick and shatter it in 1,000 pieces and fire up his guys.
Yeah, I think Trent tried that, and I don't know if it worked.
No, it ended up with a goal.
Well, the last time the North Stars started off with a penalty was with Troy, and same thing happened. You got to stay out of the box against these guys because they'll make you pay. Goose in the spot!
Goose! He's pointing the finger! He's pointing the finger. I think it's curtains for the North Stars.
Oh my goodness!
You're going to allow a former goalie to score 2 goals. Absolutely phenomenal. And I will say, before he actually picked up the rebound and scored that, what a heads-up play. As a right-handed shot, he looked off the pass and then flew it on net. That's a goalie move. Only a goalie knows how to do that.
Yeah, absolutely. He's climbing the draft boards too.
Wow, 3-0 Whalers. There's not a lot much left but the crying. 12 minutes, 20 seconds to go in period number 3.
Uh-oh. Kayla
a little
it out.
upset with his team.
Oh, bad bounce. Right in front of the net. Now Goose is just all out flying.
Turtle, I don't know about you, but I don't know if you can actually win any beer league games without scoring goals.
No, I don't think you can. I'm going to check the rule book on that. Trent rolling around, picks it back up, dumps it over to Suki. Suki with a sharp angle shot, almost sneaks in there. Rattler, slides out front, nobody home.
You got it.
Kayla comes out to play it in the corner. Kind of a light forecheck by J. Flo.
Yeah, there's no reason to send more than one forechecker in right now. They're playing the 1-2-2 forecheck.
Hughes throws a beautiful pass.
Nice pass by Hughes.
Over to Rattler, but again, Rubel just shutting him down. Rubel curls off the boards, kept in by Brawny.
Rubel's looking to defend his Dickie Dunn Defensive Player of the Year award.
Unfortunately for everybody else, I don't think it's much
Wow,
of a contact.
nice move by Slick Rick.
And look at
But
Piercy, with him.
really good play by Piercy. He's played a solid game.
Rick's coming for Trent with retribution. Trent jumps it down and dumps it down the corner. Played by Rubel. A little keep away from Rattler.
Turtle, this is the second game in a row where anytime offense starts to show a little glimmer, the Whalers are just clogging up the middle. They have men back, and they just won't allow them to even penetrate the zone.
Yeah, they're definitely in prevent defense, and then the moment they get their opportunities, they just take off. MVP streaking up, coming right down the center of the lane. Wide shot by...
Just missed by Guma.
Just a bit outside.
A quick shout out to Peso, who just walked by the scorers table.
Yeah, on the injured reserve list.
What happened to him?
Cage fight.
Oh.
One good score.
Here comes
But did he win?
It was just chocolate.
the other guys.
He was a goal and he knows how to score.
Grade 2 separation of the shoulder.
The other guy's dead though, so he won.
You should see the other guy.
Happened.
Hey, we going to the hat trick. Oh, no. Was he Denny Savard? I thought that was Denny Savard.
The spinorama.
This guy is out of control.
And he's back checking. Unbelievable. The goose is loose.
Best comment of the night was, what the fuck is that?
Not on net is what it is.
Goose from downtown.
9 minutes, 30 seconds to go in period number 3.
We just got to have one goal, and I don't know who it's coming from. Sukas tries a toe drag. Dumped in, tough bounce. Johnny G swallows up the rebound. Well, I don't know what kind of chicken they massacred or whatever kind of voodoo they had, but it is definitely working because Goose is flying out there.
You can almost see Dave P's little boner because he knows he's 9 minutes and 6 seconds away from. Can he even pick it up?
No, definitely. He'll be in it, and then Goose will pick it up with him in it. Well, a little bird bath.
Dave did bring all 19 members of his family that can help him. Special shout out to the Poodleland family. We have all 19 kids in attendance tonight.
Trent over in the corner. Tries to get it up to Sukas, broken up by Simmer. Simmer takes off for a streak. He said, if Goose can score, I damn well can score.
Kayla might as well just shoot himself because he's not getting any offense from his own team.
Yeah, they put Sugar and Trent back together. They had to try something.
Listen, they should probably start thinking about pulling Kayla right now. What's the difference if you lose 4-0 or 3-0? They need goals, and they need them in a bunch.
Sugar over to Trent. Oh,
Trent didn't have his head up, threw it back to an open defense. Math, he's got a long wingspan, but not that long.
Yeah, he was leaking over to the middle. Oh, tough bounce for Suki. And I'm seeing some shrugged shoulders by the North Stars.
It's almost a defeated look.
Yeah.
Starting from their goalie all the way out.
It's almost like if they would have had an emotional sub to come in and help rally the troops, I don't know if they would have been able to find somebody in a third round who would be someone that helps teams come in and sub and win the keg. I don't know if there's anybody with that type of resume.
I know there's a really handsome man standing next to me.
No, Panty's not.
It's getting a little rowdy here because everybody knows that we're 7 minutes and 20 seconds from seeing the most beautiful trophy in all of beer league sports.
Absolutely. Oh, Hughes brother puts it down right off the shin.
Jay Flo sacrificing the body, laying out to block that shot.
I'll tell you what, you knock the puck out of the air like that and shoot it off the shins, that's like hitting a 300-yard drive and then chunking it.
I tell you what, the combination of Jay Flo and Slick Rick and Hal, they've been together since training camp, and they've been spectacular all year.
Yeah, absolutely. And truthfully, with that second line, they've allowed them to keep it.
Yeah. They have not had to tweak it all year.
Another belly save by Johnny G with 0 rebound.
That's just good play by cutting off the angles there.
Absolutely. All right, let's see if Sugar's got anything in the tank right now. I know he's really going to be looking to the MVP to give him a spark, because I tell you what, 6 minutes, 3 goals, it's not impossible.
No, we saw the Americans come back in the last minute to defeat the Tigers this year. It's not impossible, but when you're almost 5.5 periods into a series and you haven't lit the lamp, pretty tough.
Yeah, I'm hoping they can just make a story out of it. Slick Rick curls out of the corner, comes up. Oh, broken up by Sugar. Here comes shot. Chad puts out a shot just outside.
Just missed the corner.
Flying off the boards up to Rick.
Hal flying down the lane.
Walensky tracking him down. He's not quitting. That's good.
There's no quitting those guys.
Uh-oh, leave him alone. Give him the puck. Here comes Sugar.
2-on-2.
Back checking. Oh, nice pass from Sugar. Oh, Sugar gives him a punch. They're going to let him play.
Nah, that's a good non-call right there. It's 2 guys going hard, 2 high-caliber talents. A little push here and there, not a big deal. Here they come together again. They're just 2 competitors going at it hard there.
Yeah, unfortunately, this game plan of let Sugar float in the neutral zone and everybody try and throw him a Hail Mary is just not going to work. Oh, we've got Dave P. and Sugar throwing little chips, and here comes Goose.
Don't need.
That's an of mice and men combo that you do not want. Little literary reference.
So
for
those of you who didn't witness what just happened, little insult to injury where Goose and Dave kind of double teamed on a frustrated Sugar who just absolutely ripped his fucking wrist with an absolute beauty of a BC two-hander. Dave P., you know what? I don't think he's going to feel that broken wrist when he's hanging and raising that keg, but right now it's smart.
Oh my goodness.
Delayed penalty call on the North Stars. He got all of the 2 minutes worth on that slap.
He is earning every ounce of getting rid of that curse.
That slash was fucking nasty by Rattler. Even if we could flash on Peso real fast, show Peso real fast, this guy, you might need to borrow Peso's sling for Dave P's arm, because that was a brutal BC two-hander.
Hey Rattler, at least you said sorry though. That's all right.
1-on-4. Trent brings it up the ice. Cuts to the middle.
Oh! We've seen some short-handed goals.
Best chance for the North Stars so far comes short-handed with 3 minutes and 20 seconds to go in the game.
Maybe they should have gone in the box sooner. Again.
Now that got him in trouble on the first goal and the power play goal.
Oh my goodness. I'll tell you what, if the Americans were here, this would not happen. I think the whole fan base is upset.
You get Arby's out there, you get yourself out there. Yeah. One of those flying Otto brothers.
Oh, and Rubel.
That's casually taking it up the ice. Throws it back to J-Fo. He'll probably do pirouettes in the parking lot.
Man, you want to kill 2 minutes and 47 seconds, give J-Fo the puck and let him just dance around.
That's on net.
Hughes' brother throws it up to Sugar.
Trying to muster something shorthanded. Suka streaking up there.
Suki says, if you guys aren't going to do it, I'll do it. Oh, I can definitely see a Sukas and Goose little chippiness happen here. Coach B up to Simmer. Simmer up the sideboards, curls down in the corner, and just dumps it into safety.
50 seconds to go in the power play. 2 minutes and 9 seconds to go in the game.
Simmer in Gretzky's office. Gets it up to Goose. Oh, Goose really wants that Hattie.
Simonelli played with such confidence. That combination of Simonelli, Goose, and Dave P. playing with so much confidence right now. These guys, great for this year, but when they're up 4 or 5 rounds next year, we'll see how they feel.
But honestly, it's just smart hockey. They're creating a triangle. They know where each other is going to be, and they're making smart passes.
I can't say enough about this Whalers organization. The way they built this team, they went from the same lines from day one to Stanley Keg Finals. They've been the most complete team. They've put in the most man games amongst any team in the league. They got great goaltending. They got key scoring, and then great play from their ancillary players like Hal, like Coach B. Actually, I can just name everybody on this team. What a great season they've had. They're a minute away from hoisting the Stanley Keg for the second time in 3 seasons.
Sugar spinning away. Let's see if they're going to give him any space.
Rattler quickly out of the box.
Oh, and Sugar's getting a little feisty. Up to Rick, and Rick's just going to dump it down deep. Back to play by Piercy. You know, Piercy was probably licking his lips this week without Troy, thinking, all right, I'm gonna put together this squad the way it's supposed to be, and turns out it didn't really matter what they did.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're 30 seconds left in the 2024 Monday Night Lights season number 8. And your Whalers are going to be your Stanley Keg champion.
Oh, and sub-Chad's not going to let them run out the clock.
15 seconds to go. Everyone just standing around waiting for the clock to expire.
MVP says he can get 3 goals in 10 seconds. Give him the puck.
Piercy just
shaking off
eats it.
Piercy.
That's going to be it.
5, 4,
Stanley Keg champions.
1. And the Whalers are your 2023-2024 MNL Stanley Keg champions.
I got you. Well, eventually.
Again, I'm Tim Turtle D'Onofrio with my co-host Paul Biliti. Man, what a pleasure it was. Unfortunately, we didn't have a whole lot to talk about for the guys in green, but it was a fun, nonetheless, great to talk to you.
2-0 sweep, Stanley Keg Finals. What a great season again for everyone who has the pleasure of being involved in such a prestigious type of league. We know nobody watches this shit, but I'm telling you what, this is some of the most fun you'll have playing beer league hockey ever. It's a great bunch of dudes. It's 77 guys in this league that absolutely compete on the ice, and when we get out, it's 76 other dudes that you think of as your brother.
Yeah,
so,
absolutely.
Congratulations to the Whalers on a great season. Congratulations to the North Stars and the Otto Empire for making it and reaching it back to the Stanley Keg. But alas, there can only be one winner, and I have an great understanding that the Stanley Keg is in the building.
Yeah.
Doing a wardrobe change.
Wardrobe change.
So
I guess you win 2 out of 3 kegs, then you are definitely allowed to go ahead and put on your home unis.
So we will talk a little bit about why we have a wardrobe change. Every year, part of the charm of this league is you're on a new team, you're drafted to a new team, but we go all out, right? We get new uniforms every year, new logos, new all this stuff. It's fantastic. And what a great pleasure we get to bring in the Stanley Keg champion, 2-time? 3-time?
2-time.
2-time Stanley Keg champion and 2-goal scorer with the game winner. Not a big deal. Dylan Lester.
Where was the third?
I know. I just couldn't put it past Keela. He's too good. Yeah, too good.
Yeah. Dylan, what can you just talk about your emotions right now and what you're feeling?
Oh, fucking ecstatic, man. Ecstatic. Boys played good all year. Fucking Davey boys, his first time winning the Keg. I couldn't be fucking happier with the family and the crowd,
whole
man.
family here?
I know.
I want to get you right on the ice, but a quick thing.
Yeah.
Is it true that there are at least 12 downriver ladies waiting to celebrate with you guys tonight?
Well, I got my girlfriend up in the stands right now, so that's a big no.
Oh, all right.
Maybe.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
Everybody else.
So we have the presentation of the Stanley Keg coming out. We have Mr. Ryan Allen presenting the Stanley Keg. Hey, where's the music? We are the champions. Okay. Dave Poulin, the first one to take the ball. He's going to show the family.
Going to the fam.
Mrs. Poulin will not be in bed tonight, but that Stanley Keg will be. Goes to Johnny G.
One of us is sleeping on the couch, baby.
Wow.
Johnny G.
That's the second time he had a run with the Americans, I believe. It goes to Goose.
Oh, the Goose.
Goose is
My
loose.
goodness.
Wow. All 1,500 paid in attendance tonight, going crazy.
And over to Big Hal. Hal's
Hal.
definitely deserved it. He put in a lot of dirty goals. He was a top line guy. Ladies and gentlemen,
I was summoned.
Oh,
we've got
I was summoned to do media.
formerly known as
Congratulations.
Now it's just
Thanks,
Big
boys.
Dave
Thanks,
P.
boys.
Oh my goodness.
Absolutely. Congratulations on your first ever Stanley Keg. And you are amongst the three of us, the longest tenured players in the league without a keg. But now there are only 2.
You're out of the fraternity.
Sorry, boys.
It's like six, but long tenure.
Two important ones left.
But just say, Davey, how's it feel to have that, much like Steve Young with the 49ers back in the day, that pulled the monkey off of his back? The monkey's been pulled off your back. How you feeling right now, buddy?
Oh, I feel great. Words can't even express the pinnacle I finally reached.
Dave, great game out there. Do you even feel that two-hander that you took across the wrist?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
No, you don't feel it when you're carrying it. All right, is it true that Mrs. Poulin will be on the couch tonight and the keg will be in bed with you?
Yeah, she's already booted. The keg spot is right there next to me, all ready to go.
Where are you going to take it?
Straight to the bedroom.
Davey, congratulations,
Thanks
buddy.
a lot,
Go
man.
enjoy it with your
Thanks.
team.
Thanks.
Oh, damn.
Love you, Turtle.
Love you, bud.
So, ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the 2024 season. What an absolute pleasure it's been. Hopefully it's me against you or both of us playing on the same team next year and get rid of these Whalers, right?
Absolutely. Unless we're drafted by them, then go Whalers.
Hey, great job, Tim.
Thanks to everybody. Penny, come on in here. Come say goodbye.
Say goodnight, Babs.
Good night, Babs. You hate to see it.